Well, I never thought I'd be actually playing Doki Doki Literature Club. It turns out I'm not. I'm playing a brand new game. I've already seen a playthrough of the original, and this is a game where you try to save all of them. You basically go through the original game. Monica's no longer an antagonist, but she's still self-aware, and now this book is the antagonist, kind of. Everyone else is still kind of normal. But yeah. So it's our new game. Because yeah. It feels like I'm in a dream. I see a dark void, plain nothingness. Everything is dead around me. Hang on 1 second. Everything is dead around me. I'm floating in complete darkness. I feel cold and alone. I hear a voice speak directly into my mind. Before you were helpless, you lost control of yourself. Your mind was damaged and parts of you were missing. I'll help you put the pieces back together and add new ones to replace those that are lost. Who's talking? I don't know. Probably the creator of the mod, Phantom. It's time to be a fucking hero. Both of us. Save them all. I wake up in a cold sweat. I feel my skin crawling. I try to shake off the dream, but it felt too real for me. Oh crap, I'm gonna be late for school. I'm pulling a Sayori. I hurry and get changed, eat a quick breakfast, and rush to Sayori's house. Oh, well, that's a nice change from the original. Aha! I finally beat you out here, Jack. The overly excited girl waiting outside is Sayori, my childhood friend. I've known her since I was young, but my memories seem all hazy about it. What took you so long? You're normally out here before me. I guess you win my title now for champion of being late. Are you ready to go? Usually she would be the one waking up late for school, and I would be the one always waiting for her. But that hasn't always been the case until today. That wasn't always the case until today. I wonder why she always wakes up late every day. I'll try to figure that out later. Yeah, Sayori, sorry about that. Jack, you're apologizing to me? Wow, there must be something wrong with you. I guess I never had such a hard time dragging myself out of bed before. I know the feeling. You know, Sayori, you might be right about that. I just can't seem to shake the strange dream I had last night. We cross the street together and make our way to school. We draw near the streets. As we draw near the streets, become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, what got you out of bed so early today? Well, today is opening ceremony for seniors this year. And I'm finally getting you to join my club today. I don't remember saying that I would join. Yes, you did. Don't you remember, silly? No. I don't remember at all, honestly. But if I really did agree to it, there must have been a really good reason why I said yes. Well, I clearly remember hearing you say yes, especially when you heard we were bringing cupcakes. Cupcakes! Did you just say cupcakes? Cupcakes, my only weakness. That and cute girls. I clear my throat and adjust my uniform as it became disheveled from the cupcakening. Well, if you put it that way, I'll come visit the club at least. Let me partake in one of your cupcakes, then I'll see. Yay! Honestly, that's more than I could have asked for, Jack. I start to think dangerously of cupcakes. I start to needlessly drool while staring at Sayori. Is everything alright? You're looking at me kinda weird. But there's still the anime club. I can hang out with all the other dudes. I can watch anime, read manga, and play video games. Really, I could just do that same boring garbage at home. Where's the sense of adventure? Wait, why am I thinking this like this now? No, don't do that! I should do the right thing and check it out at least. I bet she might want me to join her club instead, since she's been bugging me since forever. I don't want to leave her hanging. What club are you going to check out at school today? Sayori's Club of Awesomeness. What? Wait, really? You know I can't resist your sweet temptation, cupcakery. Fuck yeah! I mean, yay, I did not expect that to come out of your mouth. Anyways, let's get to school or we'll be late. Yes, let's go. This is a lot closer to Sakura's spirit than the original was. Sayori and I get inside just before they start to close the gates. Phew, we made it. We part ways and head to the opening ceremony. The opening ceremony is way too long and way too boring. Why did they decide to make opening day this year on a Sunday? Sunday isn't even an official school day. It's Sunday right now, actually. I think that must be why. But, maybe it's part of the game, I don't actually know. This is meta and weird as a result. Wait a minute. What day is it even today? Man, I can't even get my days straight anymore. The school day is plain as ever, and it's over before I know it. It took long enough. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for any ounce of motivation inside me. I'm bored as hell right now. I sigh. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs, specifically the club she's in. I start to daydream of little cupcakes jumping into my mouth. I begin to drool brainlessly again. Hello, Earth to Jack. I have a weird obsession with cupcakes, apparently, where I just, like, zone out and just drool onto my desk. And imagine, like, being in bed just dreaming of cupcakes. Your pillow would be covered in drool. Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. How long was I alone in here? I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here all by yourself, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Sorry, I can't stop thinking about devouring those sweet, sweet cupcakes. Seriously though, I love cupcakes. You didn't need to wait for me, if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? I decided to tease Sayori a little. She's so cute when she's angry. And there's no way I'm going to your club. Hey, you meanie! I remember now, Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 100% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. And that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Sayori, you know I'm just kidding. After all, I promised you that I would come and partake in the cupcakes. Yay, let's go! I can almost taste those sweet, sweet cupcakes. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for cupcakes. But it's worth it. Wait, I've said this before, right? I delightedly follow Sayori across the school and walk upstairs to a section of the school I don't often visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Wait, if that's the case, wouldn't I have been here last year? I'm so confused. Sayori, full of energy, slides open the classroom doors, nearly breaking the doors in the process. Damn, this girl is crazy strong. I've got to remember not to get on her bad side, or else. Fresh meat is here, bitches! I mean, we got a new member to join our literature club. Sayori, what did you just call me? Nothing. I glanced around the room. I see a girl with long, flowing purple hair staring intently at me. You know, there's some little, maybe PTSD from the original. But, it's kinda cool having a girl stare at me for once instead of me doing the staring. I feel kinda shy. I don't think that's a good stare. I blush a little. I walk closer to greet her and accidentally bump into one of the desks and my pen falls out of my pocket. I bend down and try to pick it up, but it looks like someone beat me to it. Here you go. She shyly hands the pen to me. I try to take the pen from her and her hand, but it looks like she doesn't want to let go of it. Thanks. You can let go now. Oops, sorry about that. She meekly lets go and smiles shyly. I've only seen this girl for less than a minute, and I'm already feeling my heart beating faster than normal. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. I heard you're quite the charmer. Okay. It seems like Sayori has told the other members a lot about me already. I hope she hasn't told them everything about me. Oh boy! Seriously? This is supposed to be girl power forever! Now you brought some worthless man meat into the fray? Way to kill the atmosphere! Worthless man meat? That's actually pretty funny. I like her. You got a problem with me? Sarcastic undertone, eh? She's got spunk. I think this will be interesting at the very least. Don't call me short! Or I'll teach you how to bow to the master! Natsuki makes hand gestures that look like Sony Chiba's palm strike to the balls. I shiver a little. I still can't figure this out. It's supposed to be so easy. Beginner's Guide to Python? Is this supposed to be computer programming? Ah, Jack, what a nice surprise. It's great to see you back. Back? It's my first time here, though. What was she holding in her hand? I meant to say was, welcome to the club. Why can't I seem to shake this weird sense of deja vu? Why do I feel like this has happened to me before, hundreds, if not thousands of times? What did she mean by welcome back? Was I here before? I try to shake it off. The chills subside. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of insanely cute girls. Must be as dense as a black hole not to notice this before. What do I mean by before? I'm starting to confuse myself. Maybe I should stop thinking about it. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I'm staring at a bunch of cute girls. I don't know what else to say. What are you saying? Not cute! Suddenly I get punched in the arm. Ow, what was that for? Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude who just punched me is named Natsuki. She is someone I don't recognize. She hits me hard though. I rub my arm. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. So why are you here? It's not just for the cupcakes, right? Oh crap, she knows. Quick, gotta make up an excuse. No. I came here to check out this place because Sayori keeps wanting me to join, and today I finally gave in. Are you sure about that? My cupcakes are to die for. Sayori walks up from the side. Hey Jack, didn't you know? She's the same year as us. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. I whispered back to Sayori. She's so tiny, how is that even possible? Sayori shrugs, then turns back toward the other girls. Natsuki's figure is quite small for her age. I feel a little worried about her. Anyways, this is Natsuki. Anyways, this is Natsuki. She's always full of energy, most likely from the sugar highs from eating so many sweets. And this is Yuri. She's the smartest member in the club. Don't say things like that. You're embarrassing me. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I guess it's nice to meet you, Jack, after all. Sayori said how fresh you are. Was that a joke? I don't think jokes are her strong part. What's that supposed to mean, Jack? You should know after calling me man-meat, after all. Am I just a piece of meat to these girls? I'm so damn confused right now. It sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Jack. Monika smiles sweetly. I really had no idea Monika was here. Wait, how do I know Monika again? I think it was last year? I try to think about last year. What happened last year? My memories are all fuzzy. I know basically she's completely out of my league, but why do I think that? Well, I try to remember Monika, but I just can't. My mind is jumbled up to the point of hurting my head. I feel so conflicted right now. Is it self-doubt or something more? I try to think harder. I have a moment of clarity. My mind finally calms down. That feeling I had is gone now. Nothing more will stop me. You too, Monika. Let's have a great year together. Better yet, let's hang out more this time, okay? What did you just say to me? Hang out more? Monika pauses in thought. Come sit down, Jack. We made room for you at the table. You can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. Hey, I made them! I'll go get them! Sorry, I got a little excited. Well then, how about I go make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's being widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. I feel different today for some reason, like I have newfound confidence. I decided to sit next to Monika. Monika looks in shock at me. Jack, why are you sitting next to me? Wouldn't you rather sit next to Sayori? Why does Monika look so shocked and out of place right now? It's like she wanted me to sit by her, and yet did not expect me to. Did I do something wrong? Today just feels so weird, but I don't care. I'm doing what I want. No? Is there a problem with me sitting here? Well, this is new to me. I really don't know what to say. I smile back at Monika. She gets flustered. She meekly smiles back, but it's obvious that she is still confused that I'm sitting next to her. I decide to ignore the awkwardness and continue. You know, it's nice to see you like this. It's cute. Monika gets even more flustered. Well, there's that problem fixed. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table with a tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little nyan cats. The whiskers and face are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the Pop-Tart. They even have rainbow icing. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. I begin to drool. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. held myself back from eating all the cupcakes.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I violently devour the Neon Cat cupcake while humming the Neon Cat song.
My cupcake! Just how?
The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Like I can taste the love put into the cooking. Wonder if she made it herself. You bake this, Natsuki? It's amazing! With cooking skills like that, you'll make anyone fall head over heels for you.
What do you say? Why would you say that? It's not like I made them for you or anything.
Huh? Thought you did. Sayori said it.
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy!
Alright. Natsuki's weird logic fails to work with me.
Dummy!
This whole day feels really strange, but kind of in a good way. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Wow, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Sure, a nice warm drink can help relax the mind and body.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Well, it's working.
That's not...
Upset, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
Don't worry, I believe you. Alright, my cat is trying to eat my headphones. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I at least enjoy a good cup of tea. Stop my cat from eating my... Oh, well. Don't eat this. I usually drink canned tea, though. I take a sip. Wow, this tastes so refreshing. I never had tea like this before.
I'm glad you like it.
I smile at Yuri. Oh, little rambunctious little scamp trying to eat my headphones. Not supposed to do that. Damn cat. Okay. Smile at Yuri. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika stares at me, wanting to say something to me, but instead just smiles. I smile back. No. Stop trying to eat my headphones. I smile back.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
Interesting that you would ask me that. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I was dragged here by Sayori. The cupcakes were definitely the clincher. I'm a sucker for cupcakes.
I knew it. That's great. You're really gonna love Natsuki's cupcakes. They're my favorite. What do you mean? This is the first time I'm bringing them here. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Well, Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs.
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
That's quite refreshing to hear, actually.
Monica really is, you know, I gotta figure out how to do voices properly. Monica really is a great leader. Like, Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
Well, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Like, yeah! Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find all of these three. Yeah, that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. It's strange still that there aren't any more members.
So Jack, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! I muttered quietly to myself. Whoa, what was I about to say? I've got to get my mind out of the gutter. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps it quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Yuri smiles sadly. Now that can change. I'm always open to try new things. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing your Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
Gotta keep giving the voices.
And telling a good story is such a foreign world, it's equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you out of for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. The ones I like are the ones that give you a false sense of security, then BAM! They got you! I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a potato.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
So you like stories about other realities as well? That's something I share a common interest with.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
Am I that spooky, or is it something else?
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? I would love to see them.
No,
Natsuki averts her eyes.
you wouldn't like them.
Try me.
I understand how Natsuki feels.
How so?
Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
I agree. If you don't show your writing to others, how will you know if others will like it or hate it?
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I feel like I should say something. I love to write, but I've always kept it to myself. Maybe I'm just scared to show off my work to others too. But if I share my writing with all of you, that might help me change. Why am I saying something so embarrassing now? Or why am I saying something so embarrassing now? So, I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
Me too. I'll sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. You know, Jack brought up a good idea. Really?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. I did?
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have brand new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jack?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Sure. Wait, hold on a second. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. But the cupcakes were so delicious. Sari may have convinced me to stop by, but I didn't make a decision before. I'm so overwhelmed on all the pretty girls around me, I kind of forgot about joining. But I'd really like to join. Wait, what?
But...
Huh?
I'm sorry, I thought...
What do you mean?
What? Jack. Wait, you said join?
Hey, didn't you hear me the first time I said I would join the literature club? What's wrong with these girls? I thought I was the dense one. Wait, why did I say that? One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
What? You did? I'm so happy.
Like,
I'm so happy.
Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, that's kind of nice, actually. The hug feels quite warm and comforting. I can get used to this.
You really did scare me. You really did scare me there for a moment.
I'm trying to make Sari and Yuri's voice different, but so far they're kind of blending into the same person, like the same voice. What do you mean? I said I would join. I'm so confused. I'll let it slide for now.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
Honestly, it was because of the cupcakes. I love cupcakes. I realized there's much more to this club, so I decided to stay.
And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, Monica. I'm happy to be here. I hope I can contribute to the club.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over me once more.
Jack, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah, sure thing.
I've got my eyes on you, Jack.
Monica walks close to me. Whoa, that was unexpected. Monica giggles and walks away. Can I really make Monica and the rest of the girls fall head over heels for me? I already feel the determination welling up inside of me. I haven't felt this way in a long time. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Jack, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Do you want to...
I want it to be exactly like Yuri's. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. This is great. I've been lonely walking home by myself all this time. Wait, me? Feeling lonely? Usually don't feel anything. I'm starting to feel different for some reason. Maybe since after that dream I'm starting to understand more around me than I did before. Sure, that's what best friends are for, right?
Yay!
Natsuki walks past us with cupcakes in hand and bumps into me.
Coming through!
Hey!
Whoops!
Natsuki quickly leaves the room. I see a piece of paper on the ground. I try to get Natsuki's attention. Hey, Natsuki! I think you dropped something. Well, she's gone. I pick up the paper and put it in my pocket. I'll give it to her tomorrow. I head out of the class with Sayori. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Throughout the walk home, my mind wanders back and forth to all four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to all these girls. Alright, I feel something different this time. This time? Has this happened before? My head hurts a little bit. Why am I second-guessing myself so much? It's time to make my own good fortune and not let anything try to take it away from me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. After relaxing for a bit and having a refreshing dinner, I head upstairs to work on my poem for tonight. You know, this guy's way different from the original main character. The original main character just kind of sat there as kind of an idiot. But this guy's way more snarky and, well, he's got a personality. He's a little more three-dimensional, as they say. I like that he's sarcastic and that he, has a quicker wit that rather than just, I like this stuff, instead he's like, yeah, I can get used to this, and has a weird obsession with cupcakes. I don't know how to describe it, but, I sit at my desk and unlock my desk drawer, pull out some paper. I feel something in my pocket. Oh yeah, the paper Natsuki dropped. Come to think of it, Monica was talking about a poem that Natsuki was writing. I wonder if this was it. I don't think she would mind if I took a peek. I like things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early, cooks me dinner, gives me allowance, spends time with me, asks me about my friends, asks me about anything. Oh, that's cute. Gives me lunch money. That's so. I think anyone likes it when their dad gives them lunch money. Comes home before sundown. Is he a mill worker? Train guy? Cooks. Yes, good at cooking. Gives me privacy. That's a little disturbing there. Doesn't tell me how to dress. Doesn't comment on my friends. Doesn't comment on my hobbies. Comes home without waking me up. Keeps food in the house. Uses his inside voice. Leaves my stuff alone. Accidentally drops coins in the couch. Is too tired to notice me. Is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Oh boy. What the hell is this? Did Natsuki actually write this? This is very sad. I fold the note and place it to my desk. I don't think it would be a good idea for me to give this back to her just yet. I think I understand what my dream was trying to tell me. I pull out a pen and start writing my poem and get to work. Maybe if I start with this, I can reach their hearts. I hope I can find out more about Natsuki. I'm dreaming again. The same dream. I hear a voice. You're doing great. You're changing. I'll keep helping you make the right choices. Never forget what you need to do. I will help you remember. Do this for them. For us. I wake up to my alarm. My head hurts a bit. I take some Tylenol. You just have some painkillers lying around? No, you have Tylenol. I take some painkillers to kill the pain. I already played through this a little bit once, up to the end of the second day, and I realized that my computer had decided to stop recording. It's still recording right now, but I'm really thankful for that. I get up and get ready for school. I can't forget my poem. I grab it off my desk. Darkness. Floating in darkness, it all surrounds. There is nothing here that I've found. Just emptiness, death in this abyss. Just cold and hollow loneliness. I starve for air, trying to breathe, but nothingness is what I receive. Gasps for air are soon denied, filled with emptiness, my lungs now cry. My eyes grow faint in this dark place. I don't know why or where is this space, only that the pain and agony I receive is the price I pay for I cannot leave. Huh? Must have finished writing it last night. I fold it and place it into my pants pocket. I skip breakfast as I'm not that hungry right now. Let's go to meet up with Sayori. Whoops, almost forgot my school bag. I grab my bag and charge out of the house towards Sayori's. I wait in front of Sayori's house. 15 minutes pass. I knock on her door and ring her doorbell. There's no answer. Not again. I'm genuinely worried about her. I call her phone and text her. No answer on her phone or response back yet. What good is technology when nobody uses it? I try her door again. It's locked. No, stop. I waited long enough. I decide to break her door down. Well, that's a little extreme, but I guess what you gotta do. I decide to step back a little before doing so. I hear the door unlock.
Hey, you waited for me.
I was about to break your door down. Answer your phone next time, alright? There she is. I've been waiting so long in front of her house. I was feeling worried about her. Next time this happens, I'm just going inside.
Waking up is just so hard. Sometimes I just stare at the window and think to myself, why even make the effort?
I feel a snide about to come out from me. I resist the urge. If she really is having trouble sleeping, I should really help her out. I really need to be there for her as her friend, for once. If you want, I'll come by your house and help you out in the morning. I'll even make breakfast. How about that?
Breakfast? That sounds... Wait a minute. Ew, gross.
Figures as much. I'm just trying to be helpful, and this is the thanks I get?
Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
I've been waiting for an hour, so I guess. Are you sure you're awake?
I'm woke. I'm awake, Jack. I'm woke as... never mind.
Yeah, she's definitely acting strange. She said that in such a stern, almost harsh tone of voice. It kind of startled me, but I try not to show it. Okay, then. Let's go to school. We both run to school. We barely make it in time before the gates close. Club time already. Yay! I hope for more cupcakes, if it's a daily thing.
Hi again, Jack. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. Won't make the same mistakes as last time, Monica. Wait. Last time? What last time? Why did I just say that? I feel as confused as yesterday. Monica looks flustered at me and leaves. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I'll look around to see what everyone is doing. Monica and Sarah are deep in conversation about something. Yuri is engrossed in a book. I decided to walk by the closet to see what Natsuki is up to.
Ah!
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Hey Natsuki, are you looking for something in there?
Frickin' Monica! Always messing around my stuff and never putting it back where it belongs. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is going to mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga, sweet.
You read manga, right?
Does a fish breathe water? Manga is life. How did you know?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
I should stop reading cheap manga late at night. It looks like the ink is getting stuck on my face when I fall asleep on it. Ha! I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. Excuse me. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand before I can even see the cover. Darn. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know the feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. I wonder if it's like Sailor Moon or Magical Girl Pretty Belle. This probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's freaking awesome.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass window over there.
She points to the window beside her. No way am I judging. I've read stuff you wouldn't imagine a person like me would read. What am I saying?
Well, next time, watch the tone of your voice.
Am I not enthusiastic enough?
But I'll tell you one thing, Jack. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature code. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact...
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna take another break because I'm losing my ability to do these voices.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shows the book right in my hands. What kind of book is that? Ooh. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's Moe to the extreme. Moe? Mo? Either way. It's Mo Sislak.
Don't just stand there.
Huh? Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. I feel like this will be an occurring thing. A reoccurring thing, perhaps. Then she then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. If I'm sitting that close to you, it's like you're literally sitting on my lap, I say exaggeratedly.
What are you saying? Did you see the lap?
Ow, I'm kidding!
You better be.
I'm gonna turn into a masochist after all this, because she punched me.
Well, we can't read at the same time like that on chairs.
I sit next to Natsuki. You're right. It's easier to be close together on the floor like this.
Hey! Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Nothing's weird about it to me. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either, but I think it more of a plus than a minus. I gently open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulders, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
No, not really.
Maybe
sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but I just wanted to find out a little more about her. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Excuse me. Typical slice of life affair. I thought I grew out of these, but it's kind of refreshing to be reading these again. Kind of reminds me of the silliness of what some of the older magical girl mangas I read had. Not that I read that kind of stuff. Cough, cough. So, when does the romance start? Is there going to be plot? Will there be cupcakes?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot, romance, or cupcakes? Of course not. Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop. But that just helps get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There's so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? Glad to hear it. It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean?
Oops. Natsuki gives me a little shove. She's quite strong for being so small. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power.
Good save.
Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. Let me take a guess. But is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well...
Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something.
Yeah? What does that matter?
Doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's... just a coincidence.
Jackpot.
I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into something because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Ahaha!
Uh-huh. Definitely not a coincidence. Well, that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, this is actually a really good one. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point, as I'm a skilled manga reader. You sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I smile a little. This is fun spending time with her. I guess it's fun sharing something like that you like with someone else. I always get excited when I'm trying to convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Huh?
You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in?
Jeez.
Jeez!
Oh crap, that sucks. I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to.
Like I could ever get my friends into this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up with them with them being all like, "Hey, you still haven't been grown out of those kitty books yet!" It just makes me want to punch them in the face.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Wait, really?
Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into the things that you like as well. I've had a hard time just trying to find any friends who can understand me for that. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. Don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Might burn them up, or worse yet, he might do something to me. At least it's safer here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. And I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? Here I am, your new reading buddy.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself right now, right? And if you ever have any problems, you can talk to me, okay? I'm your friend too, Natsuki.
Really?
Of course.
Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts a finger on one of the panels.
Minoru is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, I thought makes me smile to myself.
Natsuki!
Eh?
Can you come over here real quick? Sayori and I need to speak to you about a few things for the club, for club activities.
Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse?
Sorry. It won't take too long. Though you do look pretty cozy over there.
Eh?
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. Here you go, I really enjoyed it.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Well, sure I do.
Well, don't be a dummy. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright? Awesome. I think there's something going on outside. Anyway.
You know I am. It would take forever if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Slowly.
By tomorrow? Sure, why not? I only got partway through the volume so far. I should be able to finish this and hopefully have the time to speak to Natsuki about this tomorrow. Alrighty then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag, so as to not crease any pages. While Natsuki is working with the other girls, Yuri approaches me.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Jack, and coming back to the club. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Siri told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, we won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuttering between saying Monica and manga.
Motherfucker! Manga is literature!
Damn straight it is, but watch the profanity! Natsuki must be really mad. I can see the steam coming out from her ribbons. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Hey, come on, Natsuki, let's talk about some manga some more. Natsuki refuses to speak to me for now. I guess we'll talk to her later about it then. I forgot to ask her if she likes Sailor Moon or any other magical girl manga.
Don't worry, guys. Jack always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sari, that's because your room is so messy. I'm surprised you used to crawl out of that pile every morning. And you almost set your house on fire once. Fortunately, I was able to put it out. I didn't know you could set fire to water until I saw you do it.
Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you?
They're too similar, but, you know, you guys can read.
I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Jack can become good friends too.
Sayori.
Hmm?
That would be nice, huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into, or she's a genius. I'll thank her later.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori!
Really? For me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
Oh, what is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it really wasn't. What do I do?
I'm starting to notice something with Yuri.
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
Let me help her out. Yuri, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is as pleasant a surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Sure. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked up out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl so cute without even trying? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, Yuri. I'll definitely read it. I take the book from Yuri's hand. Her hand is warm to the touch. The book gives me a cold feeling when I touch it. It gives me the chills. Strange.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Well, I guess I should start reading. Sit down on one of the desks and start reading. After several seconds, I feel a strange presence penetrating me. I notice Yuri is staring at me with more intensity than the sun. It's like only been a few seconds since I sat down in my seat. I turn my eyes at her and see what comes next.
Oh, sorry.
Looks like Yuri has the same book in her hand as she gave me to read. Hey, isn't that the same book you gave me?
Oh, it was on sale, so... Yeah, I thought it would be a good thing to get too.
Alright, that seems logical, I guess. Well, can you tell me a bit about what this book is about? Yuri flips the book over to the back and looks over the summary. From what I see on my cover, the book is titled The Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover that looks like it's staring into my very soul. Creepy. The book is quite heavy for not being so thick. I could probably knock someone out if I hit them with it.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
How can someone make something that dark? That's kind of... Whoa. Yuri gently giggles and then starts laughing uncontrollably.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jack?
I've always liked strange stories. This may enthrall me. Well, I can't say I'm not a fan, but I've read a few books like that. There's been some really messed up manga I've read in the past. Yuri's acting kind of strange. Maybe it's her eyes. She has pretty eyes, though.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective.
Put my hair band. My cat's been bugging me again. Wants to eat my headphones. Orpheus. No. No, stop. No, stop. No, stop. No.
When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling a little bit, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hearing this for some reason makes me think that I heard this somewhere before, but I can't seem to recall. Oh, don't worry, don't apologize. Hearing what you said actually makes me want to read this book more.
Oh!
Well, that is the truth.
Well,
I guess
it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying anything strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much.
keep talking. I don't mind at all.
Oh,
Okay. So you know, that just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Hearing a good story is as good as reading one. In the older days, bards used to tell and sing stories from across the land. At night. Yeah, this is a literature club after all. And a literature club is about reading, not talking, right? Right? Duh.
ah, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Didn't you want to talk about it more? I actually would like to discuss this with you.
I guess.
All right. It's fine if I sit next to you, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone else.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. I don't want to be a bother to you.
I don't mind.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It feels nice, actually. A little distracting, but the feeling is quite comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize for a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
I mean,
You can relax, Yuri. Here, let's do this. I slide my desk up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's really distracting. I regret doing this as to how embarrassing this really is. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? Turn the page.
Oh, whoops, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. I'm used to reading, but I'm just not used to being distracted by the cute girl next to me. I've got to focus. We can continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like a close exchange. I clumsily flip each page. Yuri doesn't seem to notice. Damn sweaty palms. So far, I'm getting into the main character of the story. It's a pretty good read so far. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Silence fills the room.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's blunter in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do anything wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, Jack, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait. I don't mean it in a bad way or anything. I'm sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's cute, actually.
What are you saying so suddenly? Hey everyone, it's poem time! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Bring me the string. Cats are not dogs, everyone. They will not follow your commands. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine.
Don't worry, Yuri, we'll read more again soon, I promise. I close up my book and place it into my bag. Alright, I guess it's time to share poems.
Jack, you're up first. Who would you like to share your poem with?
Wait, where did I put my poem? Check my bag and I can't find it. Crap, I remember now. Excuse me while I whip this out. Oh my god. Just... this... fucking innuendos in this now. I'm sure this will probably offend a lot of fans of the original. I think that, you know, the first part should be completely wholesome, but this is turning into a horror anime, which is a much better solution than the original, in which everyone kills themselves. Spoilers. Well, everyone except Monica. I have to kill Monica in the end. Except for this one. I don't actually think I have to kill anyone in this. Yes, I hope not. Unless it's Natsuki's dad. He seems kind of bad. He's a bad dad. Yeah! I pulled a folded poem out from my pants pocket. Oh. What, were you expecting something else? Never mind. I go to Monica first and show her my poem.
Hi, Jack. Having a good time so far?
Actually, yes I am, thanks to you.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Sure thing. No more fear. It's time to stop being afraid. It's time to help.
Anyways, I want to share your poem with me today?
Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but sure.
Don't worry, Jack. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Wow, this is different than the other times.
Other times?
Nothing. Just forget what I said. Not quite sure what to say.
Monica reads my poem again. I know it's my first time writing. Please tell me what you think. Really.
Well, okay then. This is absolutely new to me. I'm speechless. This style, it's much different than before. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles. This one might actually suit you. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Be original like this. I really like this. It's much better than just random words anyway.
Because in the original, right? You had to like just select random words that made up the bulk of a poem. Random words? Who could come up with such a crappy idea like that, Dan Salvato?
Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean that I always feel that way, you know.
I see.
Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall, it couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with prominent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Is this supposed to be, me? She's saying? My camera's not on, by the way. Holy crap, what's with this poem? Infinite choices? Who's looking in?
So, what do you think?
Monica smiles at me intently. Wow. I really like this poem.
Thanks. It's a new style I've been trying out.
You've been writing before?
I've been writing for a very long time, just no one noticed.
What gave you inspiration to write this?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
I wonder if it's similar to what I've been feeling.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly.
I decided to push Monica a little. You can tell me. I'd love to hear it.
Really? Well, maybe after everyone is better friends with each other.
Darn.
Anyway, Here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
I feel like I heard this before.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Monica,
Yes, Jack?
you've given me another idea for a poem to write for tomorrow. Thank you.
Really? I'm surprised you would say that.
Well, I'm full of surprises once you get to know me.
You're silly, Jack.
I think there's more to her poem than she's letting on. Let's go check out Sayori next. Hey, Sayori.
Hi, Jack. Hi, Jack.
God, my fucking shoulder. Want to see my poem?
Sure thing, Jack.
It's way too close. I can never get a good voice for Sayori.
Sure thing, Jack.
There we go. And Sayori, my poem.
Oh my goodness. This is a completely different side of you, Jack.
Hey?
I love it. I would never have guessed you'd write something like this.
Sayori, really? I'm not a good writer at all. I was just writing about my dreams that I've been having lately. That's all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Jack poem.
I had friends who, now if you're watching this on the channel, you obviously have heard, or may have seen, Chemical Dissection, my band. My first album I meant to be very bad. Like, I didn't even intend for it to be good at all. It was just a way of, you know, it's gore noise, it's not meant to be good. So, I had a friend who said, oh, I like it because you made it. It's like, well, fuck that.
Like, I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. It's so cute when she does that.
Here, Jack, let me show you mine. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
It's a little, that's very, you know, light and bubbly. The very end there. Yeah. Having, seen a playthrough and played the original, I can definitely see that, you know, that, if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. That's foreshadowing. I just, you know, hope I can stop it from happening this time around. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you write this poem in the morning?
No. Well, I forgot to do it last night.
Well, it's alright. I'm not one to judge. I know you tried your best, Sayori, and that's what matters.
Don't be mean. Wait, what? I thought you were gonna lecture me again.
Why would I do that? What's with this poem, though? The poem starts off cute. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever? What's up with that? I feel worried about Sayori. These poems are directly calling out to me. First Monica's, now Sayori's. By the way, Sayori, this isn't a bad poem. I actually like it. It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though we were almost late to school.
Well, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Yeah, that pretty much is you.
Yeah, hey!
That's why I said to you before, I'll come over to help.
I don't know.
Please, think about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for showing me your poem.
This was so much fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Head over to Natsuki's desk. Hi, Natsuki.
Sup?
I'm out of water. Would you like to see my poem?
If I must.
I hand Natsuki my poem. Huh?
Okay, well, let's start with the things that I don't like. First of all,
Yes? Natsuki pauses and rereads the poem several times.
Never mind. I don't want to give my opinion.
Seriously? What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this because I wanted to share something with all of you. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems especially? I had this in mind since then, and I started to write. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have mustered the strength to actually start writing. Thanks, Natsuki.
Fine. Well, you'd be more comfortable reading my poem if yours was actually complete trash. You're supposed to show me some crappy poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you wouldn't ruined it. Now I've seen this poem, it makes me not know how to feel about it. I hope you're happy, smarty pants.
Do you actually like my poem? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so...
Ow!
You don't understand anything, do you? You dummy!
You're right, I don't understand. You need to be more blunt with me since I'm at times a little dense.
I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the whole world like you're all self-important.
I'm not self-important. That's the point. I just wanted your opinion. Really, I just care about what you think. I wish Natsuki would tell me what she means. I can't figure out if she liked my poem or really hates it. In any case, can I please see yours?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica won't make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. And that's about it.
People can try. That's about it. Oh, this poem is cool. It's right to the point. Wow.
Yeah. Told you that you were gonna like it.
But I do like it.
What? You're a liar, just be honest.
You think I'm lying? I really like it. Why would you be so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly.
This poem is easy to read, and it hits you hard.
Wait, are you a mind reader or something? I was about to say that. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight in the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Got it. I run out of water, so. Last of it.
Helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
I love that disappointment you put at the end. It's simply delicious.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. She's only a few months younger than the rest of us, though. Well, I can't wait to see more from you, Netsuki. I really love this poem. I smile at Netsuki. Ow!
Dummy!
It's like she talks with her fists.
Anyways, you should go check out Yuri's poem. Looks like she's been staring at us the whole time.
Oh, she's right. We'll talk more later. It's been fun, Netsuki. Thank you. I'll walk around to Yuri. She hides her face in her book, trying to make it not as obvious that she wasn't staring this whole time. Oh, excuse me. Yuri!
Ah, you surprised me, Jack.
She quickly closes the book. Yuri seems a little nervous. Would you like to see my poem? Carefully, I hand Yuri my poem. She places her book down on one of the desks. As Yuri reads the poem and notices her eyes light.
Exceptional.
Wow, she spoke her mind for once.
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri tries to cover her mouth, but fails miserably. You did, but it's alright. No one is judging you.
He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Relax. Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have?
Not too much, I just wrote from my dreams, my art.
Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is my first time I've actually showed a poem to a friend before.
Huh, really?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Yuri coughs.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find any excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. This is the reason I was able to tell. I want to keep this poem to further research your writing style. Is that alright with you?
By all means, you can keep it. Her head looks like way too big for her body in this shot.
Thank you.
Yuri turns around and holds the poem against her chest, hugging it firmly.
Here, Jack.
Yuri shyly hands me her poem. Her hand is lightly trembling.
Ghost under the light, tendrils of my hair illuminate breath beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the rest of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing airs the present, but the living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back.
Am I the light?
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
Who is she kidding? What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read cursive very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty, compared to my chicken scratch.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I really like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
No, not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Let's be direct and see what happens.
Say, Yuri, who's the light flickering in the poem?
What? Well, you see...
Well, I didn't think I would be that spot on. Don't worry, you don't have to answer that question.
Really? Phew. Well, about the poem. You see, Jack, poets will often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture.
Yuri instead tries to describe her poem to me.
In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past.
Like her safe place.
And soon to be left with nothing.
Social anxiety? Afraid of change? You know, I wouldn't have even thought of that. That's very impressive, Yuri.
Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a lot from you.
You think so?
Of course. You know, I was really
nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it.
Hey, me too. You wouldn't see it from me. I can get really stressed out.
I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Jack.
Oh. Me too. These girls, there's something else. Ew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. The tightness in my chest causes me discomfort. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I don't know if they were really complimenting me, or if they were just doing it out of pity. Well, if you're at rock bottom, there's no way to go than up, right? Better start climbing. At least I learned a little bit from each of them. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems with one another. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. This does not bode well.
What's with this language?
Hey? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem on the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? You're missing the point.
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you only have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jack did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Jack liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Eh? That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jack appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Wait, are they fighting about me?
Ha! And how do you know that he won't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay?
Stay out of this! Yep. Well, you know what? I was the one who both magically grew 2 sizes too big as soon as Jack started showing up.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
Yikes!
I don't like fighting, guys! Let's all get along!
Suddenly both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Well, I'm screwed. There's no escape for me now. Jack. She's just saying that to make me look bad.
That's not true! She started it! If she could...
Excuse me.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place! What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Jack!
Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jack?
Well...
Fudge. We're waiting... Oh, crap. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I'm an expert at writing. But screw it, let's do this. So, of course, that's going to be nut up or shut up. You know what? Natsuki glares at me menacingly while Yuri's expression is so defenseless. What the hell am I going to do now? Then it hits me. Natsuki, Yuri, I know this is strange for me to say, but you guys are my friends. New friends, sure, but still friends. We don't need to fight and bicker with one another. Friends are wonderful people who have differences and can respect one another for those differences and opinions. Natsuki's poem I read today hit me hard. It's amazing on how people can only really try. The disappointment in the end is what really completes it. Yuri's poem is amazing because how strong the message was in it. About being afraid of change. I really enjoyed everyone's poems. Everyone around me is so talented and don't realize it. And doesn't realize it. So why are we fighting?
Because...
Well, Siri jumps into the conversation. Also, Natsuki's cute, there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Siri stands triumphantly. Monica stands in the back with a bewildered expression. My jaw drops to the ground. Did you just say what I heard you say? Siri approaches Yuri with hands out in a squeezing motion. Boy. It's gonna be fun. Glad I went to a small high school. I'm joking. Whatever. Fuck it. What the... I'll make some tea. Yuri runs off. Drats, so close this time too. Siri goes back to whatever she was doing before the commotion happened. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. I gently pat Natsuki on the head. There. Then I turn and walk over to Monica, who is looking in shock from what happened. So this is why Siri is vice president? I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even interject properly. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Thank you for the help.
Not a problem. I wasn't that good before either, but something's changed for me.
Ahaha.
Monica gives me an awkward smile.
Take good care of Sayori, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. I'll take care of all of you. That dream is making me say weird things again.
Thanks.
Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing me to blush. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If that dream is true, I need to save them all, my friends.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, mostly.
Jack, how about you?
I had a lot of fun today. It was neat to talk about your poems with our poems with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, let's do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something new from your friends too. Your poems will turn out even better.
I think I have. I think to myself, can I learn more about my friends? There's still more I don't know about them. I'll keep digging to see what I can find out and become even better friends with all of them. I nod to myself with newfound inspiration.
Jack, ready to walk home?
Of course, Sayori, let's go! Sayori beams at me. It's been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. This is truly bliss. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? Excuse me.
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both really wonderful people.
Sayori mumbles under her breath.
I don't think it's because of you. I think they're trying to fight for dominance over you. At least you won't have to worry about me when I'm gone. The other girls will take care of you.
What did you just say? Sayori suddenly reddens and talks in a tone that's very unlike her.
No, nothing, silly. You're just hearing things. I'm glad you get along.
We keep walking, but that was really strange coming from her. And the moment passes and Sayori continues to speak.
You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I like all of you, actually. I can't see why we all can be good friends.
Phew.
Why we all can't be good friends. Okay. There's spelling errors in this.
You know, Jack, it's nice that I get to spend time with you at the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
Well, I'm happy being with all of them. What makes me happier now is I get to spend more time with you, Sayori.
Every day is just going to be so much fun.
Totally. I'll make sure of that. I gently pat Sayori on the shoulder. Sayori smiles, but looks downward. I really meant that this time. Why do I keep saying this time? Sayori takes a deep breath before showing me a big smile.
Okay. Well, here we are. Thanks for the walk, Jack. It really opened up my eyes.
Okay. Are you sure you're alright, Sayori?
I've never been better.
Okay, so we're past the point of where I got past initially. I'll just keep playing until I hit the 2-hour mark, and then I'll call it a day.
I've never been better. Thanks, Jack. Bye.
We say our goodbyes, and Sayori heads into her home. Yeah, something's definitely up with her, but I can't quite figure it out. Sarah's avoided eye contact me ever since she said that weird thing. What is that she said? What does she mean by it? I feel like I'm somehow doing something wrong. But what? Why do I still feel pain in my chest? What am I doing? Maybe I'm just overthinking things as usual. Man, No wonder I'm such a dummy in the eyes of someone like Natsuki. I'm very hyped for tomorrow. It's the first time in years that I've looked forward to something, even if it does relate to school. Let's get back home. I got some idea now of what to write for tomorrow. I smiled to myself as I entered my house. This is going to be the start of a very fun school year. I can just feel it. I head towards the kitchen to make some dinner. After relaxing and having a refreshing dinner, I head upstairs for the night. Do I live alone? I don't know. I take a refreshing shower, and after a change of clothes, I plop on the bed and finish up reading Parfait Girls Volume 1. That was fun and refreshing. I hope I can talk to Natsuki about it tomorrow. Get off my bed and sit down at my desk. I remember I left the pen and paper here from before. Start to work on my poem to show the girls for tomorrow. This is really hard. After about an hour of playing with my pen and scribbling words on the paper, I came up with the title. The Missing Pieces. Maybe after a good night's sleep I can write more in the morning. I'll just head to bed and wake up extra early to take care of this. That way I can take care of the poem and make sure Sayori is doing okay. Make sure to surprise her this time. No more being late for school. I'll chuckle to myself before I turn off the lights and head to sleep. My dream is different this time. I look at my hands. I'm like a puzzle missing its pieces. I turn around and find pieces of me scattered all around. I try to walk around and pick up my pieces. I pick up some more, and more pieces fall off of me. The harder I try, the more effort I make, the more I come apart. It's useless. I stumble and fall to the floor. I shatter to pieces. I feel nothing. You're not alone anymore. I'll help you. I'll put the pieces back together. And what's missing, I'll give you mine. I wake up to my alarm. Phew, that was too weird. Well, at least now I have something to write about. I sit at my desk and write for a while. I see parts of me around the floor. I pick one up, and yet another falls down. I try to put myself together, but every time I move, I lose another piece. Every time I try to pick up more pieces, the more I become undone. I put myself back together, always falling apart again and again. I lose myself in trying to find myself. I'm never whole. I'm lost, incomplete, missing. Every time I try to fix myself, I forget a little more of who I am. Who am I? What am I? That'll work. I fold the poem and place it in my pants pocket again. I hurry up and get ready to get a quick start on Sayori. I text her, cell phone, and let her know that I'm on my way. Oddly enough, Sayori's number is the only number I have on my phone for girls. Besides my mom, that is. Someday I hope to change that. Well, let's do this. I patiently wait in front of Sayori's house. It's been well over 30 minutes. I ring her doorbell. No answer. Typical. Let's try texting her again. Nothing. What's with her? Should I wait or just go in? No, I could probably go inside and check on her. I'm done waiting. Something is wrong. I clearly remember what she said yesterday. At least you won't have to worry about me when I'm gone. What the hell does she mean by that? It doesn't sound right at all. I run to Sayori's door. I knock on the door. There's no answer. I check the front door, and with my luck, it's unlocked. Sayori, I'm coming in. I hope you're decent. If she isn't, oh well, that doesn't matter right now. What only matters is Sayori. I immediately run upstairs to her bedroom. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Hey, are you up? There's no response. Screw privacy, I'm going in. My chest tightens in pain. I gently open the door. Sayori? She's still asleep. I hear her gentle snoring. Just knowing that puts me at ease. Oh, thank goodness. With a sigh of relief, I start to walk to her bed to wake her up, but I accidentally bumped into her desk. What the hell was that? One of the desk drawers is slightly open. Something catches my eye. I open the drawer a little more to see what's inside. I turn pale, as from what I see inside the drawer. My chest hurts. I reel a few steps back. My heart sinks. Everything slows down around me, like time itself stopped. Everything around me grows silent as my hands start to feel sweaty. My ears grow deaf. This is great for my tinnitus. No birds chirping outside, no wind blowing against trees. I can't even hear Sayori snoring anymore. She's been having a hard time waking up in the morning. Been complaining about other things too. What the hell is wrong with me? Why didn't I notice this sooner? I can't let this happen again. I just can't. Again. My head reels from a sharp pain when trying to think about it. Why can't I seem to remember? Wait, do her parents even know about this? If not, I need to let them know. If so, obviously whatever they are doing isn't helping her. I've got to do something about this. It's my fault. I was about to lose my best friend. I grab the noose and clumsily hide it in my school bag. Close the desk drawer. The noise seems to have woken up Sayori.
What a long sleep. I feel like I wasn't going to wake up from that one. Jack, what are you doing in my room?
She's rubbing her eyes with her hands. Her outfit seems familiar for some reason. I shake it out of my mind for now. Was this supposed to be the day that she hung herself? I don't know. I've been so worried about you. I've been waiting in front of your house all morning, you know. You never came out, so I came inside to check and see if you were alright. Your door was unlocked. You might want to make sure to have it locked next time, to be safe. Sayori gets out of her bed. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that something's wrong. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as always. The same pile she likes putting things in. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Mr. Cow. Respect. Huh.
If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
You know what, Sayori? You're right about that.
Eh?
How would I come by every morning and help you out? You know, what are best friends for, right? I put my hand on Sayori's shoulder. Sayori, there's something I need to tell you.
What's that, Jack?
I haven't been completely honest with you, and I think you haven't been either. Sayori gives me a confused look.
What do you mean?
I should have realized you were hurting all this time. Me, your best friend, I'm such a big dummy. I'm sorry, Sayori. I've caused you pain all this time without knowing it. That ends now. I hold in my tears.
Well, you're wrong. There's nothing wrong with me. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts.
Sayori tries to smile. Sayori, you don't have to do that anymore. Not for me. I see your pain now.
How did you find out?
I'm not showing her the news. That would be the worst thing to do. That doesn't matter. What matters is you're not alone now. I'll help and make sure you get good help.
But
let me help you, alright? Sayori nods her head in agreement. We pause and stare at one another again.
alright then.
Alright then, I'll give you privacy so you can get ready. I'll head downstairs and whip up some breakfast. Okay?
What, you can cook?
You'd be surprised from the things I've learned. Ha! I lean against the wall behind her door to catch my breath. After a minute, the pain from my chest goes away. I think and decide the best way to deal with this with her parents is after school. Fortunately, they gave me their number a while ago. I'll give them a call before heading to the literature club. I take a deep breath before walking down the stairs and into her kitchen. I quickly make Sayori some breakfast with what is left in her fridge and head outside. Now, we're almost at the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna actually leave it here. So we've just saved Sayori from hanging herself. We're all having a good time. we are going to be way better than we were before.